touch it. All I do is when I get to a certain amount of Bitcoin, I DCA on Coinbase or whatever, or I make me a play or whatever. When I get $1,000, I send it over there, and it's kind of better for me because I like to, like how you got a savings account and you touch things too much. I touch things too much, especially my hot wallet. So having to go through the security and all that risk, like I just put stuff over there and leave it alone. But everything that I want on the cold side, I mean not the cold side, everything I want on the hot side, that can just sit there. I mean, I accept the risk, but I'm more scared. See, this is a good space because I'm more scared of staking because I don't have a lot of experience with staking in DeFi because I don't trust people. I don't trust exchange. I don't trust I'm talking about the decentralized stuff. Now you would think I wouldn't trust the centralized stuff, but I already accept that they may or may not take my money versus me not understanding what I may be getting into with the decentralized things because I never did it. But I was always more scared of staking in a decentralized place than I was using a hot wallet. And that's kind of contradictory, but that's my 2 cents. Oh, go ahead, Loco.
Okay, so I get the hot wallet is the Coinbase wallet, but what is the difference between like centralized and decentralized? Um, and would Coinbase fall under centralized or decentralized?
So centralized is yeah. Coinbase would be centralized because it's people pretty much holding it for almost like a bank. You know what I mean? A crypt. I'd look at an exchange like a crypto bank. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, same like a bank, they have access to you. They can look at your account, your funds at any time. You know what I mean? And then at the end of the day, you got to go talk to the bank to make your withdrawals or to transfer money or anything like that. And so that's centralized. So just look at centralized like people are controlling it with you. You know what I mean? They also have access. If something goes wrong, you have to hit them up. So decentralized is like the cold storage way, which is like you have the access to everything. You deal with the safekeeping of your crypto and making sure you don't do nothing. That's why people, like Venture said, that's why people are more scared of the cold storage, because if you mess up, that's on you. There's no hitting up a third party to figure it out. It's all on you. So that's why you got the split between people that would rather just take the centralized way, so they don't have to worry about messing up on their seed phrase or doing something wrong or sending something to the wrong address, or etc. So decentralized is pretty much you're controlling it. Centralized is you're being assisted with the control. Is the best way I could put it. If go ahead, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna add to what you just said. So basically, one is like if you had your money in a bank, and then one is if you had your money in a safe in your house.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, just like that. John or Venture, if you guys had anything you wanted to add to what your version of centralized or decentralized is, go for it.
My version is, I ain't gonna lie, I was in my car getting a hot dog. But my version is, I was, tastes good. My version is, like exchanges like Coinbase, Kraken. What else? What else we used to have here? Gemini. Anything that Wall Street says is okay that's not tracking you yet. Those are the centralized ones. The ones that want you to KYC sometimes. They want to be all in your business. Centralized. Decentralized, where I can do DeFi degen thingies. Not a lot of oversight. Um, make sure you're clicking on the right links type exchanges. No real marketing exchanges outside of you being in degen territory like DexView, DexScreener. You see things like that. That's like Pancake Swap, Uniswap, Jupiter Swap, Hyperliquid, and I just got into like telling people about Hyperliquid. I know Digital was telling me about it the other day also because we both couldn't buy it, and I tried to buy it a long time ago when it was $7. It just crossed like 49. Pretty upset, but they got different. I'm starting to understand they got decentralized exchanges, and now we starting to get into. Shout out to Amy and Dane. I was talking to them earlier. They was telling me about she was actually telling me about because somebody was mad about MEXC actually, which is still a centralized exchange. Like those are centralized, KuCoin, all those guys, and they had a problem trying to get their money. Ironically, and they made a lot of money on the trade. but she was saying how she trades on Jupiter, and Jupiter has perpetual self custody futures. So I actually opened up one of them and I tried that. It was pretty nice. But that's why I mentioned Hyperliquid, because decentralized trading, decentralized. I want to see if we can get to some decentralized ETFs. I want to see if like all that stuff. Well, with the tokenized stocks, like you can do that on Solana, decentralized. So not on Solana, on Radium. It's like it's just so many ways to get into things. I don't want to confuse you too much, but my version of centralized is people that's in your business and people that's not in your business. People that try to regulate what you do and people that don't try to regulate what you do. And sometimes even the decentralized things get regulated due to. I got hit with my first available on Solana. It said I was like, "Oh, perpetual futures in the app," and I tried to trade. It said, "Hey, not available in your region." I'm like, "Hey, this don't talk centralized to me." But anyway, that was that's pretty much my gist of it.
Hey, bro, I love the way you put that. Though he said, don't talk centralized to me." Hey, we need to get shirts made with that on it, dog. I love that shit. That's funny. Hey, John, did you have any inputs on that too? If you
Hey, can I
want
add
to.
to that too? Also,
Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say so there is centralized and then there's decentralized. We know risk and pros of decentralized. What would be risk and pros and cons of centralized? Like what's the benefit of actually keeping it in Coinbase, and taking the risk that if Coinbase goes out of business, then all my crypto is gone too.
So I'll see if John wants to jump in on that first and put. I know he's newer to crypto too, but I'm sure he's been doing some research. I don't think he's had much of a chance to chime in, so I want to see if wants to put his 2 cents on there, and then I'll pick up or Venture can pick up. Go ahead, John, if you want to jump in.
Yeah, I'm researching it as y'all are going on and learning with y'all. But I'm just looking at the hacking and security risks of either or and trying to keep up with y'all. But uh, everything that Venture said is almost exactly what I'm reading online. So everything that he's saying is 100% Bible. So way to go, Venture. You're killing it, man.
Hey, I lost a lot of money to get this information. I remember I've been in the trenches so long. I remember I was like, let me listen to all the. There's so many, acronyms and KOLs and so many ways that people talk in the trenches. I'm like, man, I lost a lot of money listening to people to get data. But I actually can say, knock on some wood, I've never been rugged before. Hold on, let me stop. I'm lying. I've never been hacked before. Never been truly scammed before, outside of me sending my money there and being dumb. But I know. Roland, me and him, we've been knowing each other for like 2 years almost. we went through a scam project before, but all of that's data, like learning character. That's actually what made me start charting. When I realized like the trenches taught me charting because the words wasn't matching the action, so I had to go check the chart. And everything with this crypto thing is, I mean, it's different. I'll just say that, and I might be missing the point, but to add on, see, I ain't gonna lie, I lost the point. But to add on, it's just I just said it took me a while to get this data, so I know I talked through doing like I was talking the other day, and he was like, "Hey, what's up with the?" We was trying to figure out how to get on Hyperliquid. I was like, "Let me see if I can look up the RPCs for the Hyperliquid for the MetaMask, so we can figure out which blockchain to put." Like we've been deep in it, so we kind of like know like we got to pivot here and get around things and get around. I ain't gonna say that might be illegal, but we just figured out ways to like we played with it so long, and now we're seeing everybody finally come to it when like regulations, the world, when we find like we was doing this when it wasn't popular, and we was making money when it wasn't popular, and now like people coming, new liquidity, because it's a whole new set of a whole new graduating class of people that got to learn and just get to know this thing.
So, Venture, in your experience, like what would be good things about the centralized market? Like what would you say that you benefited more from centralized account than a decentralized account or a cold storage or hot wallet, etc.?
Being candid, Coinbase tracks all your transactions, and you're gonna pay taxes on that. And they getting worse and worse and worse and worse with it. And I'm not a avoid taxes person at all. I always pay my taxes, but the way they do it is so fragmented, centralized. Because I used to use my Coinbase card. when I was in the trenches, I kind of got this worked up my sense to be the only person that was getting paid in Bitcoin and using Bitcoin, and I was facilitating that through my Coinbase card as close as I can to trying to live on that Bitcoin standard.